at Dabane High School in Vuwani. How are students feeling ahead of this big paper that everybody is going to be writing today?
Students are very positive about this first exam, Yuveka. We spent the night with them at a class that one of the teachers was conducting late last night until about 10 p.m. Very adamant in working hard to ensure that his students do face this exam positively. The students are saying they're excited. We've been out here since about 6 o'clock this morning. Many of them coming in excited about the exam ahead. They say they've put in enough work to make sure that they get the results that they want. We know that teachers in this area have been working very hard, putting in extra hours to make sure that the protests that we saw earlier on in this area do not affect the results, that the matric results of the year 2016 for Limpopo, or for Vuwani rather. I've got with me a very excited Lorraine who says she studied late last night. She was at the class until 10 p.m. last night, and she woke up very early this morning to make sure that she is ready for today's exam. Lorraine, how much sleep did you get? What preparation have you put into this exam?
I prepared myself about 6 to 7 hours last night, and today I woke up at 4 p.m. and revised my revision because I'm going to write my first paper, English paper 1, and I believe that the God Almighty will help me to write this exam and pass it with distinction. And I wish all the best to the student and the whole South Africans to write neatly and legible and follow the instruction.
Great stuff. Thank you, Lorraine. I'm going to let Lorraine go because the students are sitting down from 9 a.m. this morning, sitting down for that English paper, Yuveka. So I'm going to let her go so that she can relax before her exam.
Zikhona, she's sounding very positive this morning, but many pupils in Vuwani saying just a few weeks ago that they are very scared. They don't feel that they are ready. They don't feel that the makeup classes that they have had since losing out on that learning time have been enough. Are you getting, or have you gotten that sensing as you spend some time in the area in recent days? Are you getting that sense from other pupils?
Well, some pupils that we spoke to last week, Yuveka, did mention that they are very concerned about these upcoming exams. They're saying that they didn't manage to finish their syllabus for subjects such as science and agriculture. So very worried. Although students are grateful to with the efforts that were put in by the education department in terms of the camp that they were sent to during the June-July holidays, they do say that those camps didn't do enough to sort of prepare them for these exams. We spoke to those very concerned students saying that they're still lacking study guides for subjects such as maths and economics. So they're very worried in terms of facing these exams. But the students here in the school are quite fortunate because a lot of the teachers have been putting in extra time to make sure that they are ready. We've had teachers coming in here bringing learners food late at night to make sure that they are able to study comfortably and that today they are able to come into this exam room and be prepared and relaxed for the exam period ahead.
Zikhona, are they worried at all about, putting in all this effort this year, trying to catch up, make it to write these final exams in 2016? Are they worried at all about whether it will be worth it for next year in terms of fees must fall, whether are they uncertain about their futures, whether they will have place, how they will afford to go to university, all of that? Is that top of mind for them at this point?
They are worried given the scenes that they are seeing in the news or hearing over the radio with regards to the university situation that we've seen across the country in terms of fees must fall. But for them, their main concern right now is to get through this exam period. We've spoken to students, Yuveka, who've said very painfully that they will blame their community should they fail these exams. They do want to have better lives for themselves. They do want to go to university next year, and they fear that that might not be possible given that they missed nearly 3 months of schooling. So their main concern right now is to make it through this exam period. I think they'll start concerning themselves about university maybe just before their last few exams, given this exam period is quite long. So they do really want to focus on the exams and making it through this exam period, and putting in as much time and effort as needed to make sure that they do pass. I spoke to a student last week who mentioned to me that had the protest not taken place, his name would have been among the top achievers in this province. His name would have been mentioned by the Minister of Education among the top performers in Limpopo. So he's saying that now he's not sure where his future lies, because he knows that he's good in maths, he's good in science, but he wasn't able to finish the syllabus. So he's quite concerned as to whether he will actually make it positively through this exam period.
All right, well, we're crossing our fingers for him and for the other pupils who are writing their first big paper. That's the English paper. That's Zikhona Tshona. Thank you very much. She's in Limpopo, in Vuwani, where we know many schools were damaged in protests earlier this year, and students had been out of class for more than 2 months.